gonna be bad, that my husband and wife gonna be awesome all the time, they'll be out. Those are false expectations, right?
Yeah.
And if we go through life with that false expectation, will there ever be hope? Because we'll be man. How many times will we be disappointed? So here, when you put this together, it says my earnest expectation. Paul is in jail, locked down, can't go nowhere, and he's still talking about his earnest expectation. If we go in reverse, that Christ always supplies. According to my earnest expectation, now what is hope? What is hope? We use hope a lot all the time. What is hope?
Expectation.
There's an earnest expectation in my hope. My hope. Okay. What's your hope?
I hope to go to heaven.
Hope to go to heaven.
I hope is to have a closer relationship.
Close relationship. Everybody good at Edison? That's what y'all got to say hope?
My hope is that I'll be ready when Jesus comes.
My hope is I'll be ready with Jesus. And when I line my earnest expectations up, my hope is God is in the midst of all of it. Because see, yeah, my hope is I get to heaven. But Jesus says what? I come that you have life, not just life, but life more abundant now. And that's how we get the riches. The abundance is, man, I hope today is I'm a little bit better than life a little better than yesterday. My hope is that people around me are a little bit better than they were yesterday. My hope is that we grow in spirituality. My hope is that we are confident in what we're doing. My hope is that we go out there and let our light so shine. See, he does not only go with hope to come. He says my honest expectation is still based upon earth, because my expectation is heaven is already. I know when I get to heaven, I know that's going to be, man. You know, I know when I get there, no more pain, no more that. I got to pay no more bills, no more this, no more that, no more anything, no more stress, no more this. So I know what that is. So I got to. It's almost like, you know, when you know what the end is of something, you don't hope for the end because you know the conclusion. Your hope is that I'm able to manage my way to that conclusion. It's like saying when people retire, man, I know I retired on March 31st. This December 31st. So you got to manage your way to those 90 days. And so you know what the end is. Your honest expectation is that each day is better than the next day. Then I get to the end, you know, it's nothing like getting to the end and you're all broken down, you can't do whatever. Everybody's expectation is to the end to be good. So he says here, that's my hope is I know the end of it. And this is the key of the hope. That next thing is my expectation, my hope. But what am I not going to do? And what does shame mean? Why would he be ashamed? What would make him ashamed? What would make you ashamed?
Not knowing.
Like giving up.
Giving up, not knowing, giving up. That you're secure in your hope, in your faith, but your actions from day one to the end don't measure up to whatever it is. It's knowing that you're going to heaven, but how you get there, you know, you get there right. You get there, and so he says this, should I be ashamed? Yeah, and I like this. The opposite of shame to me is categorized in the next word we got highlighted. What's that? What is boldness? What is boldness to you?
Standing out.
Standing out. So you see the contrast. When you're ashamed, what you do? You hide, right?
Yeah.
You have your head down and you hope no one will see you. You walk around, man. That's how you walk around, right? When you're ashamed, your head is down. And he says that in nothing should you walk around my head down. And all of it, Paul was in jail. He wasn't ashamed of it. He said, I'm a servant of Christ. I'm still bold. And I think that's what made people even hotter at Paul. Because they got in a position where you should be ashamed. I'm good. I know why I'm here. I know what. And so he says, and nothing to be ashamed, And just the opposite, what was that? What's boldness? You walk around with your chest out, popped out, and you doing stuff, not arrogant, but boldness. And he used not him. This gets me back to what we just said, let your light so shine. As we walk through this verse, I highlight all the Christ because I know y'all have seen it, but y'all was like, well, he said Christ, but I highlighted Christ so and so in all the scripture because he kept saying it. So a lot of people will talk, and all you hear is them. Even from the pulpit, you'll hear them. And get that message, well, and we, and me. But Paul kept saying, everything I do is centered around Christ. And it was amazing in these 11 verses how many times he really emphasized who Christ was or what God was doing in the midst of his life. And so here we see the first evidence of something in his body. When you say magnified in my body, what is he saying there?
That he not be seen, but Christ be seen.
He says, now not ashamed, and boldness. And the boldness I made predicated on what? Me? Or what I have? All the title behind my name, or all the degrees I have, or pastor, teacher, deacon, whatever, all those stuff. He says, no, what's magnified in my body?
Right.
Now how do you magnify Christ in your body?
Let your light so shine.
What does magnify mean?
Seen.
Increase.
What's that?
Come on.
Big.
Biggest. Yeah.
You magnify something, and why would you magnify something?
So you can see it better.
And why would you want to see it better? I'm getting down to
Because it's great.
it. Because it's what? Because you want to see
Because
what?
it's better.
And so when you do that, you bring attention to it, right? And you see the inner workings of it. You see it. So if Christ is magnified, who's to focus on?
Right.
Right.
Y'all pretty smart.
That also kind of magnified, also made me kind of think of Christ growing in my body, because we're always adding knowledge and being more like him.
You know what? You triggered a thought in my head. I always say that, but you're right. As we get more knowledge, Christ grows in us. So in itself, it magnifies himself by the knowledge that we have in it. So I never thought you're right. That's part of the more we grow Christ in us, he becomes the magnified of the emphasis of who we are. And so, and it is by what condition do we do it in? And he says this.
Doesn't matter the condition.
Because he says what? Those two like
Live or die.
by death we can show Christ. One of the young man, AJ said, he says, because my brother is in this condition, son here now can see Christ. And that's why I heard Christ. And so whether we live by life or by death, it's amazing that if you ever had someone who was close in your life, who has magnified Christ in your life for you, even in that death, you're still understanding what they were trying to show you more and more. I often rest my grandmother, she always say prayer by everything. Now that I don't physically see her anymore, I still hear her say that. That her lifestyle was all about prayer and all about putting Christ first and everything, and then resting on it. I mean, she would pray about it. She would read her Psalm 23. It could be a tornado. We had a couple of tornadoes in Boulder City. My grandma slept like a baby. Didn't move, didn't whatever. Why? Because she rested in the Lord. And now I see that now. So even by death, you can see it even more so. Verse 21, in its totality, for to me to live is Christ and to die is gain. What does that say to you? What does that say?
We have to die before we really live.
And it's really not all about us.
It ain't about us at all.
No.
Right.
You know, kind of, it
kind of reflects back on all that we just talked about in 20. Regardless, that, living in Christ is magnifying Christ, and for us to die in Christ is nothing but gain.
Some people, and then you said, when we die is when we really gain, when we really grow. And I take that from two standpoints. I take it from a physical standpoint and a spiritual standpoint. Once we die to ourselves, that's when we gain. That's why in its current state, it says for us to live is Christ. Us living is all about Christ. But in order to live for Christ, what has to happen? We have to die to self first. If we don't die to self first, it's impossible to do the first part. So the assumption is you've already lived for Christ. And then the ultimate gain is not here on earth. It's not what we have here. It's eternal life. And put this on Sunday, and I was talking to Brother Benjamin this week. I don't think I fully explained that part about that. There's going to be different levels in heaven. And Christ says that those who teach those who teach the right things and live the right thing and teach the right thing will be higher in the kingdom than those who teach them to break the law or break these things and teach those to break these things will be lower in the kingdom. And those are two things that there's going to be some people who we think should go to heaven, going to be in heaven. Because it's not based upon what we do. And so a lot of things we see the crackhead. But the crackhead, except his Christ was little. His lifestyle wasn't, he didn't have fellowship with Christ, he still has salvation. And so he's going to be in heaven, but he'll be in the lower part of heaven.
But when you visit,
So much. You see, you want to know you got basic privileges.
When I say that, your status will be lower.
That's what it's supposed to.
And people would say, well, as long as I'm in heaven, which is true. But I think this is me. This is just where I'm not convinced. Because we don't know how heaven is. But I think those who have done the right things are closer to the glory of Jesus Christ. And the closer you're to the glory of Jesus Christ, there's a different effect that he has on you. And so I think that's the bliss. There'll be bliss throughout heaven, but the closer you are to Christ, the greater the bliss is. How about that?
We know the closer you are to a fire, the warmer you are. Or the closer you are to a light, the more you see. So that's kind of the way I see it. You're the closer the better you are, the closer you are. The closer you are, the stronger the relationship.
And those who are just barely making it to heaven, they'll be in heaven. They'll have the no more of this, no more of that. They just won't have that. I call it the bliss, that effect that you're close to Christ.
Right.
So that's why I keep thinking it's a lower and higher. And you're going to spend eternity in heaven. You never. This is forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. It never runs out. So just about how you will feel. You're all there, but there's a different feeling that you would have because of what you've done in the kingdom. And so here, that's the game. Like Lisa, that's the game. For me to live, I first have to die, but then when I die, I gain more. So in both emphasis of death, I am gaining more. And somebody says, and to die is gain. It's gain when I spiritually die and when I physically die, they both are gains because of the one aspect of for me to live is Christ. But then he says this. What do you think about this 22nd verse? We looked at flesh, we looked at the fruit of my labor. But if I live in flesh, then what is he talking about there?
If I live for myself, then I'm going to be judged based on that. Because that's going to be, I'm going to be judged by my labors. Which is probably not going to turn out well, but that's what he said.
Anybody else? Anybody see that? That in here, everything we do in the flesh produces a fruit. You realize that, right? Everything we do in the flesh produces a fruit. And he talks about this from a standpoint as we choose to live, or we don't choose, as God allows us to live this life, we're forever producing fruit. How much fruit do we produce before we came to Christ? How many things do we do not according to our work? And so he says, this is the fruit of my labor. Yet what I shall choose, I would not. If we really had a chance to choose, would we choose the flesh or would we choose heaven?
Choice.
Because he asked the question, that's what he said. He says, yet what I shall choose, I would not. Won't not. So he talks about living in the flesh and producing the fruit here. But he also says, as I do this, don't we sometimes choose the wrong thing?
Yep.
How many of y'all choose the wrong thing sometimes?
More often than not.
And after you choose the wrong thing, what you say? Man, I wish did y'all do that? I do that sometimes. I do that sometimes. Especially if I get hot and mad at somebody and I say something. And